See, at the end of the day, that's crazy because now what I'm saying, not so much.
You got to pick what's really real over your feelings. What's really real, if you have this child with a man that don't want it, he's going to be a fatherless child. He's going to grow up 9 times out of 10, go to jail or f somebody up.
None of us had daddies. You know how lucky we are to be here at our age, the way we grew up?
I had a daddy.
I had a daddy too. I just choose fucked up path.
Yo, all the niggas was like, yo, bro, I had a daddy, bro. I had a daughter. I don't know about you.
Respect somebody and say that we're horrible parents. That's total disrespect.
Right. Okay.
Because it's hard just even being a human being, period.
No,
right.
Okay. Listen,
being raising children.
Hold on. Go ahead.
That's a whole nother level. So to me, just personally, that's disrespectful.
Funky good time, right? Now, this has happened. And it's the result of your good time.
It is.
Step up and pay for the good time that you had.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Good times cost.
I get you. Oh Lord, shall we pray first before we get this response?
We get his answer.
I mean, I gotta be honest, man.
Don't be too honest.
It's her fault. It's her fault.
Damn.
It's her fault.
Okay.
And it's just that simple because she, like he said, she has a responsibility to protect herself.
Okay.
She talking about.
I understand that. So to cap you off, you're saying that you don't think that you should have been responsible at all because 1, you didn't want the child, and 2, you volunteered to pay for the abortion. Is that what you're saying? Yes or no?
The first 2 years, absolutely.
Okay.
The first 2 years, I dragged my ass. I'm like, fuck no.
Okay.
But then my heart, it was crucifying me. I got a child out here.
So now you're feeling guilty about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that being said, what do you guys think if the father says, no, I don't want it, I'm done, I'm out your life, and the woman has the child? Whose responsibility is this? Who does it fall on? You spoke your piece.
Well, be honest, I don't believe in abortion to be used as a contraceptive. I do not believe abortion to be used for that. So automatically the woman is at fault 100%. But I do believe that the guy plays a part in it as well. Because he's definitely playing in the waters. He's muddying up the water, so he plays a part in conceiving that child. But at the same time, the woman chose the guy, so I think it's more on her behalf to choose the correct guy to make sure that she's gonna be taken care of afterwards.
Amazing.
Come on.
It seems to me, Toya, the vibe that I'm getting from you.
From me?
Yes.
No, this is not personal.
No. I'm just.
He was personal.
No,
I'm personal.
I'm just saying. As I listen to you, I listen to him. I'm looking at you right now, and I'm getting that energy that you are doing what most women do, and that's accept accountability for what has happened. That's what. It's like you're ready. It's like you're trying to look for an excuse to blame him, instead of taking accountability that this is all your fault as well.
Nigga, I asked you, who is responsible at that point for that child?
Well, we already know that mom is in adult going to be responsible because mom has the child.
So the man has no responsibility is what you're saying.
Not if he ain't want it.
Yes, of course.
Hell no.
Toya, of course the man has responsibility. Yeah. But let me explain something to you on this responsibility and what's happening. Yes, he's going to be responsible. But is this a healthy environment to actually raise a child? Because he's not even in the house.
Was it a healthy environment to have unprotected sex?
Man, fuck all that. Even if he ain't there, if he got a job,
was it a
he's
healthy
taking care of that
environment
baby.
when you was having sex out of wedlock?
No, but that's your fault too.
But don't you understand?
That's why it's double.
But that's
I don't
your
hear no
That's why it's double
accountability.
responsibility.
that you are
men,
taking
though.
care of the baby. If you have a job and pay taxes, that link card she getting and that housing she getting come out of your tax money. So you are indirectly taking care of her motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
Yo, I never thought about it like that. He has a good point. You technically are. Ooh, he made a really good point. I always say that women are never single, and basically the state is a woman's new man a lot of the times. When they kick guys out the house and women have government assistance, the government is their man. So if you think about it, the tax that you pay technically does take care of the child indirectly. But I look at it, what he said is more comical, but I get what he's saying too.
All that free government shit, That's tax money.
But see, that's the thing. But Matt,
and I pay taxes.
But Toy, let me give you something here though. That's our problem right now, Tim. We think that means that's not everything. Money is not everything.
It's not.
It takes a lot more than money to properly raise a child.
True.
But once you put that out there like that, where you're making it all about money, what if he ain't got no money? What if that's the problem that I have with a lot of women right now. They have
You
these
shouldn't be fucking without no money. That means that you was not ready to even be with a woman if you out here even fucking broke.
Okay, if both people are young, if you got two college students, both of y'all probably are broke, but y'all are willing to build and grow together. That doesn't count. Now, if you're talking about someone that's a little bit older or whatnot, possibly, but when usually families start young, you should be broke when you're in your 20s and then you grow and build with that person and y'all actually have something later on and y'all already have a bonding connection.
Relationship broke.
Nobody should be having sex unprotectedly on both sides,
Man,
knowing that
everybody like it raw.
But yeah, that's why that's the truth. But what I'm saying is,
the truth of the matter is this:
the truth of the matter is responsibility on both sides. I don't care about none of that. It's responsibility on both sides.
Right, but
that's just that.
This is my biggest thing with that. It's the outcome of the child, right? From not having a father, because I was up for a long time not having a dad. You feel what I'm saying? So I know how it is growing up without a dad. You feel me? And you can obviously tell she didn't have one neither. But at the end of the day, you feel me? You can identify with your own. But yeah, it's the long-term effect of the child. You know what I'm saying? Yes, and that's why I say it would be smarter that if you can't put a child in a certain environment, just don't have it. Yeah. You feel me? Just don't. I know women, you got your pride, that's your baby. I get it, but it's bad. Stop being selfish. Because that is a selfish act to bring a child into the world who is destined to fail.
On both ends, right?
Only downside, I don't agree with abortion as a contraceptive, though. So that now it changes even more to where you just got to be careful on who you having sex with, or use more protection, or just only have sex with, understand that the person could be the baby's daddy, or if the father actually wants to be the father. But when you just using birth control, because then that damages women insides, they possibly never able to have another baby after that. And it's just a lot with that.
But you're the gate holder.
No, on both ends.
You listen. Once I walk away, the seed stays with you.
He don't want to accept responsibility. Do anybody hear any accountability from him?
What I'm saying is
anybody raise your hand.
What I'm saying is
raise your hand.
We're past.
Do you hear it? No. Okay.
We're past the part that we had sex. Okay, we know we fucked. We didn't have. Hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. We're past the concept of we had sex. We know that we had unprotected sex. You got pregnant. Now,
well, I will say this: you can always tell a woman's age by her hands. You can always tell a woman's age by her hands. If you look at her hands and her hands look wrinkled and rough, you will know her true age. She possibly over 40 at that point.
Now what is what I'm saying? At that point right there, that is a selfish move as a woman to have this child. Because this half the time the women get pregnant by men that they ain't even with. If he just fling.
It's selfish on you to even have sex, unprotected sex with a woman, knowing the outcome.
I get what you're saying, and you're not wrong. But what I'm saying is this: after the fact that it's done,
it's still her fault. Is what you're saying?
Because you now have an obligation to know. Okay,
you do too.
You got to pick what's really real over your feelings. What's really real if you have this child with a man that don't want it, he's gonna be a fatherless child. He's gonna grow up 9 times out of 10, go to jail or somebody up.
Yes,
this is what he's destined to do. So why would you even start that tree? Because you want to be selfish and have a child.
He's angry.
Okay. Let me just say something, and I want y'all to really get a good look at how you should look at that situation.
Stop giving bum dudes the buns.
Or at least how I look at it.
You better take some accountability when you get ready.
Yeah, I always take accountability. Okay. That's a good thing for a woman and a man to both always take accountability for that. But this is the way I looks at it, okay? Because abortion is not an option.
Okay.
It's not even an option.
Why not?
Because of the simple fact that you and her really didn't create this child. God did.
Well, God don't take care of them motherfuckers. You do. So let's just be real here.
I'm just saying, this is the way I look at it. This is the way I look at it. Everybody has their way of looking at things. But when it comes to the creation of the child, That's how I look at it. I feel like God has created this child. You see what I'm saying? You don't know anything about the insides of yourselves like he do. The way the sperm and the egg cell unites and actually creates this child. You done had sex and a child didn't come. I done had unprotected sex with women and she didn't get pregnant.
Okay.
So understand that perception of it. That okay, we didn't really do this. God did.
That's fine. But
and
where
that
do we go from here?
Where you go from there is she's going to have this baby.
Why God crucified plenty of fucking children? So you're not making sense right now.
Wait a minute, you said that God crucified children?
God commanded men to crucify plenty of
Y'all
people in
getting
the
off
Bible.
subject.
If you even go back into Moses, I think he killed all the firstborn. So see, that's another thing. People try and use the Bible, but then the Bible can backfire on you because you don't know what all the Bible entails, man. There's a lot of wicked things that happen in the Bible. So I dislike when people use the Bible so much because they think it's just all so good and you know, evangelical, but really it's a lot of wicked things that happen in the Bible as well.
I get that, but let's just be honest. So when you say God said is the reason why it's here, like abortion is so against the rules is absurd.
But this is the way he feel though.
Let's be truthful. Feelings and the truth are two different
But
things.
this is the way he feel though.
That's your
okay,
truth.
so
That's
what
your
else,
truth.
Butter?
You know what I'm saying? And so if God creates this child, okay, even though you didn't have it right and he don't want it, y'all obligated to take care of this child. The child is innocent. And but this is what I keep saying that I have a problem with is how we do it. That's the problem that I have. Just because I had a baby with you don't mean you should have. I think that has a lot to do with why men are so resentful of that. It's over the child support system. You know what I'm saying? I know
you want to touch that subject so bad.
Because
this
that's
your second time.
Because that's a very sensitive subject.
Are you on child support?
No, I'm not on child support.
Why are you
cool
so
with all
against
my
it?
baby because it's not right.
Why?
Because just because I had a baby with you doesn't mean that you should have authority over my money.
I do because now
I know how to take care of a baby.
You're responsible though.
Yeah,
if
but
I feel like you're not being responsible for my child as the father, regardless of what you're talking about, I'm gonna go to the system.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You should have thought about that before you had a baby with me unprotected.
Hold on.
No, I feel like it was the state's way, and don't get me wrong, it was a way of making guys accountable, but it was also a way to make a whole lot of money off of guys too, because they know that guys are very lustful. They know that we have a high sexual nature, so they know that we gonna want to bust it in raw a lot of the times, and then babies are gonna come out. So now you got an influx of babies being born. So to combat that, we about to put these guys on child support if they not paying a portion. In said way, now they can add another income into society. So yeah.
Hold on, brother. So if that's the case, then Toya, if you can have authority over his money because he had the child with you, you knew that you was capable of being pregnant. Now we're gonna get to the root of it for real, because I agree that it's responsibility on both sides, but the woman has the bigger responsibility because it's your body, and you can protect it in a way that will not cause you to have a child. That's the bottom line right there. Now, in the event that it happened, like I said, it's responsibility on both sides, but the woman has the bigger responsibility because at the end of the day, you will be the one to get stuck with the child. And but you upset at the man, but you had the power to put yourself on birth control, so you did not have to be pregnant.
And then they say, be honest, tell me the truth. Okay, I didn't want to have it, and you still had it.
Where's your accountability at though?
Well, where's yours?
Toya,
Exactly.
I'm not saying that I don't
Where's
have
yours?
Let Toya.
No. Hold on.
Having the baby.
Hold on.
I want to be
Listen.
accountable either way it goes.
Listen, Toya, I just said the responsibility lies on both people. I didn't
but you
negate
threw
that.
it back on the women.
And I throwed it back. I throwed it back on you because if I tell you that I don't want to have a child with you, if I tell you that, I'm letting you know that that's a responsibility that I don't want in my life.
And that's why I'm gonna get the system involved. Bree, what do you think?
But see, at the end of the day, that's crazy because now what I'm saying, not so much as that it's
that's
a
the
bitter
woman
woman.
that's taking control.
That's the
No,
woman
man.
that's bringing
Okay.
another
I'm
bad
trying to
person
take
into
some
society.
control.
That's not that.
Did you know
If you
what
was
you're
taking
doing?
control, you'd be on birth control, Toya.
Right.
If you had some
I'll tell y'all the real solution. I keep looking at her 360. I'm gonna tell y'all the real solution. If women quit having sex with guys that's not qualified to be the father or willing to be the dad, that would fix everything. it's ultimately them because they have all access to sex. So it's ultimately their fault for sure. They let guys get in. Guys can't just jump in unless you going to jail. Y'all know what that is. Women have ultimate control.
Control your ass would have used the rubber too or poured down.
If we both had some sense, we'd have had a conversation about having sex particularly before it even started.
First of all,
Toya, let me ask you a question though. Let me ask you this question.
It's a way for to cut it all out.
Hold on. Let me ask Toya this
but
question.
we didn't go that way. We chose a different route.
So now you got to respect me just like you want me to respect you. Then if that's the case, because I can blame you just like you can blame me.
I'm gonna give you a chance though. I'm gonna give you a chance to be responsible.
But at the same time, how you not giving me a chance because you're forcing it on me. If we have a conversation,
you can't tell me
like,
how
man,
responsible.
And I'm like, man, but no, for real though. If we have a conversation, you telling me like, oh man, I'm pregnant,
make you
and
be
it's like,
responsible.
but man, I don't want to have no child.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we ain't had no conversation about it before we had sex. Cool. No, we didn't do that. Okay.
I'm gonna say this.
That falls on both of us too.
Let me say this. Let me play devil's advocate.
Because I'm tired of arguing with them.
I'm play devil's advocate, and it might not be a lot of women might not be happy with my answer, but if I'm with a man, for one, if you know he doesn't want to be with you in that way, you shouldn't be having sex with y'all, and y'all don't feel that way about each other in the first fucking place.
True.
So if you know that a child can come into play off of this, then y'all shouldn't be laying with each other. He know he don't want one, and he know you don't want one. So you need to protect yourself on both ends. Mm-hmm. Now, what I'm going to say is if he sits and tells you, hey, I don't want this responsibility, or he's not able to take on this responsibility, let's do this in order to alleviate this problem before it becomes a problem, before it goes to that level, then it falls back on the woman. Because he done told you already, I don't want this responsibility. So then that comes into play. All you get the women, this my baby daddy, a deadbeat, he this, he that, and fuck him, he don't want to pay for this child. But he told you from the gate, I do not want to take on this responsibility. So then if you decide on your own that you want to keep that child, then it becomes your responsibility because he already told you, I do not want that responsibility.
And even with getting child support, you still damaging the child because the man not in the child life to be a father.
And because then that becomes you have to take that accountability. Then that falls on the woman.
It's not about his choice, Toya. You put something in front of him that he said he did not want. You took the choice away from me. You made me have to take the choice.
You made me a daddy.
Me to have.
You made the choice to nut in him then.
And
you made the choice not to be on birth control.
It's a few choices. Like you said, you made the choice to nut in him, nut in her. You made the choice not to get on birth control. But it still falls back on the woman because you chose the guy to even mess with you raw. So it's just so many things.
Already before we
But it go back to the
No, I ain't know you wasn't on birth control. That's one question that I will ask a woman. I promise you that. And you know why? Because I got 5 kids. God damn it, in the last one.
Well, you know better now.
Wait a minute.
You know better now.
I knew better then.
But hear out what Bree is trying to get you.
I respect that.
No, listen, Toya. All she's saying is to take that into consideration before you go make a deal with the devil.
It's deeper than that though, bro, because with fatherless children are more likely to go to jail, to commit heinous crimes. They are the worst people in the world. So for a woman to be that adamant about having another bad motherfucker in the world is crazy. You're gonna birth bad people. It just is what it is. I didn't make this shit up. I lived through it. None of us had daddies. You know how lucky we are to be here at our age, the way we grew up.
I had a daddy.
I had a daddy too. I just choose fuck that path.
Yo, all them niggas was like, yo, bro, I had a daddy, bro. I had a daughter. I don't know about you.
Okay.
That could be.
I had a daddy.
That could be that as well. We can grow up in a household with 2 parents and still be fucked up because everybody lives different. Yeah.
Right.
Daddy might be in a household, but he might not necessarily be in the household.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the mom might be there, but she might necessarily not be there. Mm-hmm. So we all have different paths, even though we live in a 2-parent household. I could be mentally fucked up living in a 2-parent household.
I agree with that, but the thing about it is a lot of 2-parent household children end up fucked up because they try to mimic us. We all had homies in the crew that had daddies, but they didn't want to do the shit that families do. They want to hang out with the bad motherfuckers.
It is what it is.
And we used to look at them like, bro, why you ain't got to do this shit, bro? You tripping. You got parents and shit.
Oh no, let me ask
That's
you
just
this.
bad
Let me ask you this,
Yeah,
Toya.
that's peer pressure.
If God came to you and said child support is wrong, would you still put him on child support?
No. We ain't even gonna say God
ain't
hold
said
on.
Trump
we,
said it.
We ain't even gonna say that
Exactly.
God say child support is wrong.
Trump
what,
said it.
What if child support did not exist?
Bam.
Would you have that baby then?
I would say a lot of them would probably be aborting the kids if child support did not exist for sure. They would not want that responsibility. They'll be more careful about who they lay with or who they had that baby by. If child support did not exist and if you did not know that you could possibly get a check or get taken care of, it wouldn't happen as much.
Hey,
If it was my choice and I wanted that child, yes, I would.
you gonna still
So
take
then-
care of that baby?
So then, why? Because child support exists, you feel like that. If it don't exist, you feel that way. So then when it exists, why now all of a sudden like, oh, you got to be on child support. You're going to take care of this child. Because if it wasn't there, you still got the same feeling.
because the
You
only-
still want the same.
Because you got to be accountable for something.
No,
Hey,
no.
do you think
See,
a man forcing himself on a woman is the same as her forcing you to be a daddy? Because if I force anything on her, I go to jail. But she get to force me into daddyhood.
What do you mean for? So you
And take my money.
She get to force me into daddyhood. That's funny.
She get to force me into fatherhood.
It's not the same
That
thing.
it is forcing you
That's
to be.
right.
It
a father,
is.
though. Like
I have no
it's
choice.
forcing you to take care of a child, to be responsible for a child that you didn't want.
See,
That's what child.
That's
support
why I think a woman should be messing with a guy that has more of a manly mindset or a man head to where even if it happens, it's not a problem. You know, I think that's ultimately what it is. But of course, women, when they choose feels before real. So they probably going to put themselves in that situation where the guy is not ready to be a father. And now you're going to have a broken situation. Now you got to make decisions whether you want to get abortions or figure it out, whether the guy, ultimately the guy should already just be like, you know what, I got it. I want to be the father. Let's make this happen. Let's make this work. But it don't always happen out like that.
Sometimes, Joe, I get down on women a lot because I'm completely against child support. But sometimes you gotta let a man figure it out for himself. Like, give that man an opportunity. So he might not be married now. He might not feel that way 2-3 years from now when he hold the baby. You know what I'm saying? When you do it the right way. When you go and get child support, come on, let's just keep it real. Y'all putting these men on child support because it's a free fucking check. It ain't got nothing to do with the child.
That's
And
gonna
I
push him
say
away.
this.
how's it free when you're not taking care of your child?
No,
though?
it's
I'm
free
not
because
taking
you
care of
didn't
no
work
kids
for it.
I didn't want.
It's not your money.
The ones
You
I
didn't
take
go out
care
and
of
work
is the
for that
ones I
money.
wanted.
It's a
My
free check.
motherfucking money, because I got your child.
Hell no.
You're gonna take care of this baby. I'm coming for
What if you're a
free.
horrible parent? What if you're not even a good mom?
Women are horrible parents. It's just the numbers say that, and I don't mean it personally.
I don't even have
listen,
kids, and that's a
please
lie.
don't take
I'm
it
just
personally.
saying.
But the numbers
about right.
state that fathers
that she's
raise
not a good
better
mother?
kids than women do.
I
It just
had a-
is what it
I had
is.
an awesome
No,
mom.
Wait. By the way.
Wait a minute.
I ain't hear you. I want to hear what you just said.
Go ahead.
Hold on.
I don't think there's a reason for you to come down on people like that in general to
What?
say that we're horrible parents at all, because we do our best single-handedly. We do our best to
I
just
respect
even
that.
exist.
I respect
So
that.
being
I
a
had a
parent,
single parent mother, so I
That's
get it.
cool.
I'm with
That's
you.
cool.
Wait,
But
wait.
but don't never disrespect somebody and say that we're horrible parents. That's total disrespect.
Okay.
Because it's hard just even being a human being. Period.
Right.
Listen.
Being raising
No.
children,
Hold on. Go ahead.
That's a whole nother
ahead.
level. So to me, just personally, that's disrespectful.
Right. Okay. So what I'm speaking is this, right? And I don't want you to take it personal because
You got a lot of women out there that are deadbeat moms because they do things that are egregious.
I had a single mother. One raised me. But what I'm saying is this. The statistics. Take your feelings out of it. I ain't making this up.
Show me the statistics.
I wanna see these
Statistics.
I don't just
Hold
go
on.
off of what
Listen.
people
Listen
say.
to
You
me.
gotta
Listen
show
to
me
me.
the statistics. I'm
Listen to
listening,
me.
But you got to show the
Fathers
statistics.
raise
Cool.
the equal percentage or even better than 2-parent households.
Yeah.
A single mother raises under all day long.
That is true.
You see this with your own eyes. These niggas out here doing this shit ain't got no daddies.
Yeah.
Don't take it personal.
Yeah.
It just is what
It's
it
not
is.
personal.
I'm not.
Fathers are a lot more strict, a lot more stern when it comes down to their kids. They definitely gonna try and push them in the right direction, even if they're not always there. But usually the mom is gonna be a lot more lenient. They're gonna let things slide. They're gonna befriend their kids. Their kids gonna start talking back to them. They gonna stop beating them or whatnot, disciplining them, and they gonna become friends, and it's gonna crash and burn possibly.
Making it seem like you're a bad mother. What I'm saying is the
that not what you just
statistics
said?
show that
That's what he just
single
said.
mother
That's what
you just said.
households
That's what you
raise
just said.
the worst product. That simple.
And we don't agree with that.
Okay.
Well, we just agree to disagree on that.
Well, you don't have to agree with it,
Don't
but
say
it
we
shows.
agree to disagree
Yeah.
because I
Can
had an
say
awesome
some-
mama.
Wait a minute, hold on. Like, okay.
And I'm an awesome mother.
I had a
hold
awesome
on,
mama.
hold on. Let me rephrase what I just said because I see that it immediately went personal. I was just saying. I don't know if you're a good mother. I don't know if you're a good mother. I don't know if you're a good mother.
And statistics don't know who's good mothers or not, so those numbers are incorrect.
But to sit there and say,
They don't.
Yes, they do, because they go off for kids that's in prison, in school, the whole nine. They actually do go off statistics with that when it comes down to the single mother households.
sit here and say that all mothers are good mothers because they are a mother is
saying
false.
Yeah.
That is what you're saying.
I'm not saying that at all because my
No.
mother wasn't a good mother to me.
No,
she
but
did what she was supposed to do, but she wasn't a good mother.
so why did you just say what you said then?
Did you hear what he said from the beginning? Because we're not gonna go in this circle. What'd you say from the
I
beginning?
said women as a whole, don't take it personal.
Because like he got on a bodysuit.
When y'all group up as a whole of women, y'all do a worse job than men, is all I'm saying. You might not be part of that percentage, but when y'all group y'all ass together, you do the worst product. And it's just that simple.
Why?
I don't know why. It just is what it is.
Well, Google said that there's no single percentage of single mothers who raise successful children. That success is not determined by
Exactly.
family structure alone.
Can't
That's
go
a
to
damn lie.
Single
Can't go to
mothers go
Google.
on to achieve great things, while others may face many challenges. I
Thank
agree
you.
with that.
You can't go on
Thank you.
Google.
Yeah, you agree with it because it make you
Thank
feel
you.
better as a
No,
woman. But
absolutely
everybody
not.
that's
Ain't no
hold
woman.
on, hold on. No, I'm talking to them.
No.
I'm talking to them.
No.
But listen, I'm gonna show you something real fast. Now let's just leave the statistics out of it, right? Let's go with what we see, right? What do you see? Every child, the percentage of men who are incarcerated,
Okay.
95% of those are fatherless home kids.
How do we know that for
Exactly.
sure?
They got statistics on this stuff.
Okay.
This is insane.
I'm a bus
It is
driver.
insane.
I'm
It's
a
insane.
Big,
that
I'm
you
gonna tell you
said
why.
that.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Generalize
Because
things
I
that
grew
don't
up with the
speak to it.
motherfuckers. That's why I'm gonna tell you.
let me-
That's just 1% out of
Okay,
all.
but let me
Baby.
just talk of experience because she wants facts. I'm a bus driver.
Thank you.
And I drive the bus, and I see poor parenting all the time while driving the bus. See what I'm saying? And that's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? With what I said, it's not to just say I get where y'all coming from because y'all mothers, but I was a single parent myself. If you came and asked me, Tim, well, do you think you was the greatest dad in the world? You know what I'm gonna tell you? And this just me being a man. Absolutely not.
I wasn't need. I fucked my girls up real bad.
You know what I'm saying?
when I was
Absolutely
younger.
not. But
'Cause
what
had
I
them at a young
see
age.
to but see how we're men, but when it comes to the woman, they fail at a high rate
Y'all
to
so
accept accountability.
Stuck on down in women, like it's so
Yeah, that's-
fucking
We're not
bad.
down in women. We're just
You
speaking
just sat here and
facts.
did that.
Wait a minute.
He just did it.
Well, I
Y'all
didn't-
so
I didn't
Wait,
do it.
what?
Wait a minute.
No, you didn't do it, but he just said women are bad as
I
parents.
didn't say women
said
are
that. You
bad.
just-
But some women are bad.
Nobody.
Yo, we not. I'm not here to down women at all, man. We just here to state the facts, listen to the narrative, see what's true, pick apart the parts that make sense, and throw out the parts that don't make sense. Ultimately, women have the ultimate choice. That's what it all boils down to. They have the choice in the whole situation. They have control over everything with that, with the sex.
Perfect.
Nope.
But
We are not 100% as parents. We are not. We live and we learn.
Hold on, but look
So
look,
don't
look
tell
at how
me
you just
that
took it.
numbers
though.
is showing that hey, just
Hold on,
because
Toya.
your son was
So,
raised
wait
in
a
your
minute.
household with no
But-
dad, he's
but-
gonna be a fucking bad kid.
But Toy, look
Don't
at how.
tell me no
But
shit
look,
like that.
but Toy, look. This is what I mean by accountability. Look how you just took it.
What
I
you mean?
know.
How you said it,
You
butter?
feel like I'm bashing women.
Do you feel like he bashed women?
Absolutely.
Bree?
I
Absolutely.
take accountability for anything that I've done.
So here's the thing.
wow.
I think it depends. Hold on, brother. Look,
Wait a minute.
I think that depends on the person in general, because I have a group of friends. Like we got a group chat, and it's 4 of them in the group. They sons, and they all got boys. Sons don't have father. No, it's 5 of them. And out of the 5, only one of their sons has been to jail. Other 2, both of their sons graduated high school, went to college. They got good jobs and this and that. So I think it's determined by the individual. It's determined by the woman. I would never
That's
say
part of
like
it, too.
all women. You know what I mean? Because I look at my sisters. You know what I'm saying? And the struggles that they go through with their children and raising them by themselves. So I wouldn't say that because the women in my life, and I got I got like a lot of uncles and stuff like that, but I got a grandmother, I got mom, I got aunties.
Yeah, I would never say all women for sure. It's definitely a group of them, but the sad part is that is they make up of a majority of, usually the bad ones make up more of a majority than the good ones.
Couple of them, but when we talk, most times when they talk from the standpoint of what they saying, it's because of what they've seen in the area where they grew up at. I don't think that they just necessarily blaming all women, or they just pointed at you,
don't
Jackie.
say all.
Exactly.
And that
What
is
I've
general,
seen.
and I can agree.
You have
I
to
can
speak
agree with that.
facts.
Okay,
You have to
but
say
I
what you've
think
seen. Don't say all. Don't generalize.
No, I didn't never say all.
I'm gonna leave it at this, y'all. Y'all can finish the rest of the podcast in its totality. This is date night episode. Sit in. Definitely dope. I rock with them, man. Mac Mall, hilarious, bro. I crack up every time I watch this podcast for sure. But they be spitting truth, man. I think a lot of people don't like the way he says it. I think the people on the panel, they have a problem with the way he comes off. But if you really listen to what he's saying, he's making a lot of sense, and he has his own narrative to where he was raised and how he grew up. So his perspective is going to be a little bit different also from where he is. Let me know what y'all think about this segment. Y'all like the video? Comment below. This is JayBReacts, y'all. Until next time, peace.